Welcome to the final parts of RC Revenge Pro. This time we're going to the track editor, and yeah, when I did the Let's Play back then, this was the first thing I did. Not the case this time, this is the last thing we're doing. And there are very much still a lot of the same things here, it's just, this time is a little bit different looking, I guess you can say. Got all this help here and such, but updated for the PlayStation 2. And the main thing is the themes, in that we now have the pirate theme. All the other themes from the original game are here. They have been updated, however, to have new looks to them, but ultimately they are still here. The fucking background colors and everything. It's mainly just the set pieces have changed a bit, and also the fact that we now have the pirate stuff here. So that means that we do have the pirate theme. We have all these themes here, all these different colors and such, and then we have pirate. So yeah, I'll be showing all of the themes with a track. I'm just gonna make the fuck up right now. And yeah, this is gonna be a very short part, really, like, at least short in regards to my channel. Like 15 minutes, not a big deal. But yeah, this is the bonus part, essentially, and for the most part, the track editor is as you expect, considering this is RC Revenge. It is still pretty much the same track editor from the, PS1 version. There's no new pieces here to play with, there's nothing unique or special about the themes that we get from here. It's all legitimately just visual. And so I'm going to just place all of the visual new stuff here so that you have a very good idea on what the fuck we're seeing. And yeah, as you can see, we are getting very much, all of the height stuff is here still and everything. And yeah, for the most part, how it all works is still a thing. We have our limits now. So yeah, those are the limits for all the heights. Those are pretty much all the things. As you can see, we're not quite hitting the limit yet on the space, though we are getting close now. It's a bit of a big track, to be fair. And then we end it like this. Nice. Now, to be fair, I could end it like this, or I can use the AI to finish it off. For the most part, we're just going to stick with what we have, and we're going to do it as, I believe, a single race. We're going to choose, any of these vehicles. I'm going to go Big Mama, like usual. And we're going to check out all the themes. And by the way, I am jump cutting all of these loading screens, because fuck me, this shit is actually annoying me now. I don't want you to sit there and have to see, like, 5 fucking minutes loading screen. So I've cut that shit out, except for this one. This is the last time we are going to see the proper loading screen and its length and everything. But here we go. We also have the special music playing for this one too. So this is the horror one. It's a little bit light, a little bit morning for horror. But, it has all these spooky things and such, which, pretty neat. Not much I can really say about it, but yeah, you can see all the different colors, all the signage, all the little props they put around the place. That's basically it. That's basically it. Like, there's nothing else for me to really bring up in regards to it, but at the very least, I'm going to show you all the pieces, I'm going to show you all the bullshit, and once that's done, I'm also going to show you also how the whole thing looks and how the physics work and everything with it. Very awkward, by the way. In fact, all of the weapons, their pickup areas, are kind of randomized and really awkward, and usually in sets of 2. So that's neat. I mean, at the very least, we're getting something pretty neat here. You know, we got an ability for us to make levels. Anyway, that's it for the fucking horror shit. Now it's time to move to Spaceland, where as you can see there are stars around now. As a note, I'm pretty sure when it came to the backgrounds and such in the PS1 version, it was legitimately all color. It was like gradient and color. There was no actual texture to it, as far as I knew. There is texture here now. There is stuff here now. But ultimately, it is, you know, for the most part, it is very similar looking. But yeah, for the most part, this is very much still, you know, the track editor, and it hasn't gotten much of an upgrade. I kind of wish they did more with the track editor, but what can you do? The main thing is that we even have a fucking track editor still, because this thing is pretty fun. Also, of course, I'm versing against the zany zoom and the UFO. Like, in regards to speed, this is gonna be a nightmare. Unless I get lucky somehow. And yeah, I'm not getting lucky. Unless they fuck up because of the AI. Ooh. Now I got first, so there you go. But yeah, now it's time for us to go to Acclaim Land, where, no, it's the jungle, sorry, it's the jungle, which, bit of a morning look, has some trees around, because it's jungle, there's some shrubbery around the place. All of the textures look really unfinished with the jungle. I want to say that is just an emulator issue. I have a sneaking suspicion it's not an emulator issue. But yeah, at the very least, you're getting to see everything with this, even though the background just kind of moves with us up and down as we climb and decline from these hills. Because, yeah, the background otherwise does not change when it comes to elevation. It does kind of stay with us. But yeah, that's it really. No, wait, it actually does change. I'm wrong. Sorry. But, yeah, for the most part, very basic, very obvious, and meh. Now it's time for us to go to, yep, the goofy one. The sad bit is that, you know, Acclaim Land was very, you know, animated. Nothing here is animated. It's all static props. I'm taking the guess that they didn't want to put, you know, too much effort into this, you know, for whatever reason possible. So, yeah, ultimately we just have static objects that would usually be animated, because the Acclaim Lands, not the case. And yeah, the background is kind of meh. It's just mainly just a gradient. For the most part, the backgrounds are just gradients, because they were that when it came to originally the RC Revenge game. But at least there are some clouds around. We have that. That looks really shit. That looks very awkward what I'm seeing there in the distance. With the whole color thing and all. It does not look good. I kind of get what they were trying to do with this background, but it looks bad. It looks bad when you look down. Anyway, here is, you know, the monster world. Got all the dinosaurs and shit around. And, yeah, for the most part, it is, you know, monster world, essentially. There's not much else I can say about it. It's kind of neat. You got a very nice, bright blue sort of background going on. But the main thing is that this is all shit we've kind of already expected in regards to, you know, the themes. The main thing here in reality, however, is going to be the pirate world. Because that's a new world, exclusive to this version. So, what props did they put in for that? What background did they give it? You know, what kind of stuff did they give us in regards to Pirate World for this? Because there may be something kind of neat with that, you know? We don't know for sure until we essentially take a look. And we're going to be able to take a look pretty much right now. So, this is the Pirate World theme. Got a nice bit of a sunset look here. You know, you got an anchor there, some barrels, it's sort of a hut sort of thing with the tunnel. Yeah, it's all pretty cool looking, honestly. The main thing, though, is essentially that we're going to be actually racing here. Gotta wait for him to get rid of his shield. And get fucked. Alright, so yeah, at this point, I am actually going to complete my track. I'm actually going to race through, do the 3 laps, and complete it. And then, that's it. That is RC Revenge Pro. And, honestly, it's alright, you know. I enjoy Pirate World for what it is. And, I mean, there are moments of graphical improvements, but at the same time, I'm not a fan of the nerfing they did with the cars, including the UFO. I'm not a fan of just how they kept repetition of the game, because it really was repetitive as fuck. And, yeah, I am disappointed by how kind of lackluster this upgrade is. I was kind of hoping to claim we're really going to build onto something with this one. But ultimately, RC Revenge Pro is just kinda eh. I don't really have much else to say about it, except it's eh. And yeah, RC Revenge was a childhood game of mine, but RC Revenge is also kind of eh, you know? Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's not exactly like a high up there fucking game. But at the very least, it has some fun to it. It is enjoyable. And I do like some of the cars in it, like Big Mama. I always like Big Mama. It's a great car. And I enjoy the concept of the whole turning from car to boat concept, you know? You know? The only other game I've seen go for this concept is a Hot Wheels game. Hot Wheels Extreme Racing, which also included fucking planes in that regard. And I think that concept is cool. I think the only other thing that ever gets close to that is maybe Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transforms. So I think that has boats too. And maybe planes, but eh. This concept does not get explored very much, and I think it is a cool concept. It's just, yeah, RC Revenge, I think it does it well, but I wish this port improved on it, because it didn't. It didn't. Anyway, I'll show you, like, the automatic finish thing as well. You go to options, you go to complete track. And yeah, you get this little thing here that tries, but usually fails because the auto track is genuinely kind of fucking stupid. Like, it really doesn't know what it wants to do. Unless you, like, strain it out, But even then, if it's very far away, it's gonna get stuck eventually, and it's just gonna give up. So you have to push it a little bit closer to the finish line, then it will work. This was kind of a problem with the PS1 version. Not a big shock, but yeah, bit lame. But yeah, that's it. So... And you also make a random track if you want, which they're always basic. They never use any of the special, parts. And they're always just kind of this basic sort of thing. They're not really elevating very much. It's usually kind of flat. No, they're actually using random parts, never mind. But yeah, it is just sort of random, small maps that it randomizes for. And, it's neat. But yeah, that's about it, really. So yeah, that's RC Revenge Pro, and for the most part, happy to play the RC Revenge game again and gone through it and not being cursed this time for me. And yeah, if I do more videos on it, it'll be speedruns, and it'll be, whenever the speedruns happen, what it is, as a solo video. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope this was enthralling for you. And next time, we're gonna go for the next Let's Play in the replay lineup. It could be Pro Skater 2X. It could be the fucking Skate Attack shit. We don't know. We don't know. What we do know is that we're halfway through it now. And quite frankly, I'm about the whole thing so far, but it's going alright so far, so there is that. Alright, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time for a new Let's Play.